The two best words in sports. Game 7. That is what this episode is all about. Game 7 of the conference semifinals. The winner punches their ticket to the conference finals series against the 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers and also the defending champions. The Bulls have won 2 games in a row, and they were both kind of close towards the end, but really the Bulls controlled both of those fourth quarters. The Scouts slowed down. We have not seen the same Weaver that we saw in the Pistons series. He was really good in that series as a whole, especially in those first halves and then a couple of fourth quarters. In this series, he's had a couple of good scoring numbers and good scoring games, but he has not shot the ball nearly as well as he did in that series against Detroit. The offense so far has sputtered and pretty much not held up their end of the deal on their side of the court. The defense hasn't really done that either. So I made a couple of changes to our lineup. So first, I'm going to take the advice of one of the people who commented and put Cage as our point guard. Now here's why. 1, he's 6'4", and Dinwiddie I think is 6'5". Dinwiddie and Cage are very, very similar players. Dinwiddie is obviously a better player than Cage's, but very similar play styles. They have good playmaking. Not the best shooters, but can knock down a couple of shots occasionally. They are on the taller end of point guards, and they can defend decently, which Cage can defend better and has better physical stats than Okeke does. We move Weaver down to shooting guard, so now he's going to be guarding Donovan Mitchell. I'll show the matchups here in a second. Okeke is going to move to small forward because he has better defense than Miles Bridges, so Bridges will come off the bench and play about 30 minutes. Arthur Ellis, of course, has been decent this series. Could have played better, but he is pretty much going to be the second option on offense behind Weaver. We also put in Roy Valentine as the starting center because compared to John Logan, Roy Valentine simply has better rebounding and better post defense. We've had a big problem these last 3 to 4 games of this series rebounding, especially defensive rebounds. We've allowed a lot of offensive rebounds, and that cannot happen. So we do sacrifice a couple of, we sacrifice some offensive firepower for the starters because we bring in Valentine and Okeke and Cage and take out Bridges and Logan. But that gives our backups more firepower as well. But also rebounding should help. It should take away points from the Bulls and should give us points ourselves. So that should help. And as I said, Bridges and Logan will both come off the bench playing around 30 minutes each in this game 7. And I have bumped Highland and Webb all the way down to 10 minutes apiece. So we have 2 main backups. The starters are going to be mostly defensive minded because Weaver actually has pretty good defense. And Mitchell is only 1 inch taller than he is. I made a couple of changes here to our assignments. On-ball pressure tight to off-ball pressure tight. On-ball screen go over, forced direction middle. Soft hedge, go over on on-ball screens where the center is the hedge defender. Stay attached is going to be automatic. Hedge for the center as the hedge defender is going to be soft hedge. Off-ball screen go over. But for post, we're going to go 3/4 top. And this allows us to defend people who are driving down the middle of the lane, which is where we're going to try to force players to go. So this will hopefully go in tandem with the force direction assignment. We're going to be doing no pre-rotates. We're going to switch our bigs. Automatic screen help rules and drive help rules. We're going to have go over on all dribble handoffs, go over all back and down screens, as well as all flare screens, and we're going to wall up on transition defense. Now for matchups, Cage will be guarding Dinwiddie. Okeke will guard Patrick Williams because he is really good. He has pretty good defense on the perimeter and also decent inside defense, both better then Bridges, so that should help. We have Weaver guarding Mitchell, so if Mitchell drives, then we do have help on the inside. And Weaver actually has pretty good defense on the perimeter, but hopefully he can get around screens more easily. He is more agile than Okiki was guarding Mitchell. And we have Valentine on Achua. Obviously, this should help in rebounding. And Ellis will guard Matu. So there you go. Those are all the changes that I've made before Game 7. And now, here we go. This game could end our season, or it could punch our tickets into the conference finals. Let's go. Everything is on the line here in Chicago at the United Center. The Bulls win the tip. Here we go. We got a couple of lineup changes, and hopefully this will propel us to a victory here. Patrick Williams goes to Claxton, who finishes inside. So Claxton actually is starting for the Bulls. So I think he takes the place of Matu, because Achua is still there as well. So that is, I did not expect that to happen at all. Weaver drives and can't finish in traffic over Mitchell. Now Williams wide open for three. That one is good. 5-0 Chicago to start this one off. Gage goes to Weaver. Open three for him, and he answers. Screens for Mitchell. He drives and finishes over Ellis. What a play. Ellis drives and has it blocked out of bounds by Claxton. Gage, mid-range jumper. That one, no good. Mitchell from three, and he knocks it down. A perfect start for Chicago. 10-3 in the first 2 minutes. Weaver takes a tough shot. Valentine gets it back and scores. That's what I'm talking about. Dinwiddie drives and was fouled by a Weaver inside. First free throw is good. The second, good as well. A hot start for this Bulls offense. Weaver drives and gets inside and lays it in. Mitchell gets open for three. We just cannot deal with these screens, man. We can't deal with them. 15 points in the first 3 minutes for the Bulls. Weaver lays that one in. What a layup. Mitchell off a screen, pulls up. Ellis was there, forced the miss. They got it back, and then Claxton posterizes Valentine. God, man. This is brutal so far. Weaver for three. He's off to a hot start, doing everything he can so far. Trying to get Mitchell open off a screen. And then he pulls up mid-range shots. That one drops. Weaver just lost him for a second. Gage gets a screen from Ellis. Pulls up mid-range shot. Well short. Don't love that shot at all. And we still have not had a legitimate stop against this Bulls offense. Dinwiddie hop steps, goes up, and somehow scores. They're 8 for 9. Time counting down. Cage has the ball. Don't tell me he's going to shoot this. Come on, man. Mitchell can't score inside this time. Our first stop of the game comes 5 minutes in. Kiki drives and can't finish, and Achua gets the board. And the lob for Claxton is right there. 23-12. The defense looks the worst it's ever been. I guess I messed up. Weaver drives, blocked. Okiki got it back. Cage drives, and he can't finish. Oh, man. Mitchell from three.
3 points. Pacers. Donovan
Well, folks, it's not looking good so far. The defense is looking worse than it's ever been. Cage goes to Ellis, open for three. Ellis knocks that one down, but we got to step up, man. As Dwayne Watts checks in for the first time in this series. He's their rookie center. Williams drives and dunks. Logan is blue. Just let him blow right by him, man. Bridges off the feed. Gets around Williams and dunks that one in. And hopefully he can give us an offensive spark. And defensive too somehow, even though he's not that good on defense. Mitchell off a couple of screens. How do we guard this? How do we guard this? He's got 16 points. Cage goes to Weaver, open for three. He knocks it down, but we just can't keep pace. But hold on, I'm going to make a switch real quick. All right, so for Donovan Mitchell, here's what we kind of have to do. I think that going over is still the play because, I mean, what the hell? Or do we try and switch? Let's ice the on-ball screen on Mitchell. Keep everything else the same. And when the on-ball screen, or when the center is the hedge defender, honestly, we just gotta ice these on him. That's the only way. It's the only way. For off-ball screens, we probably just gotta switch. That's probably the best way to stop him. And everything else, I think we can keep the same. Or actually on these screens, just switch every screen for Mitchell, and hopefully we get there fast enough. Because Weaver has gotten caught on every one of these screens, and for transition, no threes. All right, 31-20. Probably going to sim in a couple minutes. Dinwiddie drives, can't finish. Nice defense by Cage. John Logan mismatch. He spins or fades and shoots and doesn't knock it down. I don't know why he takes those kinds of shots. Just back him down if you have the mismatch. Mitchell over Cage. No good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. It's like his first miss. Cage. What? Every time that I bring him back, I realize why I benched him in the first place. Williams drives and dunks, and god damn. They've shot 13 for 17. We are 8 for 19. This is terrible. Cage pulls up again. This time he hits. But he's 1 for 6. Dinwiddie spins, goes up. Defense was there. Good job. Weaver waits for a screen. Takes it. Here's Weaver, top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. And he just forces a shot. What was that possession? That was terrible. Williams finds Mitchell in the corner. I said no threes, and we allow one. Well, guys, we desperately have to make something happen here. 55-41. The game has not changed since we simmed. And it's not looking good so far. The adjustments I made seem to have made things worse. And we just cannot even stop anybody on their team right now. Highland inside, drew the foul on Claxton. Guarantee he goes 1 for 2 of these free throws. The first one is good. I mean, we can't expect our offense to match what the Bulls are doing. But we shouldn't really accept our defense playing this poorly. And now, like, look at this. They've got 17 boards. We have 8. Nothing I have done has worked. It seems like it's fate at this point. Valentine goes up. It's blocked. This is fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Bulls,
Highland gets inside, but it's blocked by Claxton. Yep. Schumacher, corner 3. That one too strong. But I lost hope after the first couple of minutes. I don't know, man. Webb passed up the open 3 right there, even though it was wide open. Then he goes inside, goes back out to Akiki, who lost the ball out of bounds. Bulls take it over. Do I really have to sit here and watch the rest of this one? Shenzo off the glass and in, and I feel like every player they have had has missed one shot at the most. Highland drives, draws the foul on Achua. If you can't tell, I'm very dejected at this point. It's been a rough couple of episodes in a row. Even Shinzo drives, nobody there to stop him. We can't stop the screens. Apparently their players are just way faster than we are. They're 27 for 35. I'm not really sure what I did that made things so much worse, but now I kind of wish I hadn't changed anything. But like, I had to, didn't I? I had to do something. But I did the complete wrong thing. Logan spins and misses. Lob. Achua missed the dunk. Kiki hands off to Valentine, who gets blocked from behind by Achua. When was the last time we actually made a field goal? Valentine again missing inside. Achua spins and dunks. I don't see any light at the end of this tunnel. I just don't see it. Highland lost the ball. Fast break for the Bulls. Hampton pulls up. That shot too short. Valentine spins. Pump fakes, goes up and scores this time. Like the first actual basket we've scored. He's got a minus. I mean, everyone's going to have like a minus 20 plus minus at this point. Especially our starters. Hampton inside. Missed, but was fouled, which seems to be the case on every missed shot they've had.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
Free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Second, good as well.
Away team foul.
Now Highland is called for the charge.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
A single thing has not gone right this game. The only player who has done remotely anything is Weaver, and we can't expect him to be the only guy that's able to score on the court at any given time. Under 2 to go. Ellis just dribbling around right now. He spins and has it blocked by Claxton. What happened to our interior? Where has Valentine's lockdown defense been inside? Why do players like Claxton and Achua just like obliterate us, but we can't do the same to those guys? It seems like we allow a lot of dunks, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of open layups inside. But this time it's a jumper that's missed, but he was open for a second there. Webb, corner 3. That one drops. It's back to a 21-point game before halftime. There's still a minute left, though. I think my game plan here, once we reach halftime, is to sim a little bit. And I'll show you guys the sim casting. And if things... yeah, that was off. Thank God. If things don't turn around, then I guess I'll just sim the rest of this one. Maybe I'll jump in the fourth quarter if it's remotely close, like 15 points. I don't know. I don't have the answers clearly. Dinwiddie inside. He can't score. Valentine pulls up and has it blocked by Watts. This is abysmal. Mitchell off a screen. Guard by Bridges. Gets inside, pulls up, and hits. How do you stop that? What am I supposed to do? It's 74-51. Weaver's clearly upset. The life has been sucked out of this team. Seemingly over before it even began. Down by 23 to start this second half. I'm actually going to watch the first couple of minutes, see if anything changes. Mitchell's got 21, 8 for 11 from the field, 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. We have not shown any amount of fight. The only player who has done anything good is Weaver. The only one. Valentine goes up over Achua and can't score. Mitchell inside. Gets his 22nd and 23rd points. Ellis spins, shoots, and that one's too strong. Lob for Claxton. There as always. They've shot 65%. We've shot less than 40%. There was no way that we were going to win this game. Weaver takes a bad shot. Mitchell, lob again. Claxton, there again. How? This is the most lobs I've ever seen in a single playoff series. Ellis spins, goes up, can't score.
Away team foul.
Ellis blocks the shot, but Cage fouled him instead. So they're going to make it a 30-point lead again.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for 2.
I should not have jumped in here to watch these first 2 minutes. It got even worse. Well, guys, 1:03 on the clock. This one was out of reach in the first quarter, it feels like. Game 7 did not go our way. And that's it. Defense had their worst game of the series. Could not figure out how to beat Donovan Mitchell. We did good in game 1 against him, but since then it has not, there was no answer for him. We figured things out, we didn't, and that's how it is. And the Bulls are going to move on. The 2 seed is going to face the 1 seed in the conference finals. But in the end, we had a better playoff run than I really expected. We took the Bulls to 7 games. We beat the Pistons in 6 games. That was way more than I thought we could do. Unfortunately, I let our 3-1 series lead get to my head, and I kind of expected us to win one of these last 3 against the 2 seed. And it didn't happen. And our year's over. Our year is over. Scouts are done, at least for this season. Mitchell drops 31, had 7 assists, 7 for 12 from beyond the arc, 12 for 22. He must have missed most of his shots when I didn't watch. That's amazing. Patrick Williams, 29, 6 and 6. Hampton, 19. Claxton, 14 and 10. 3 blocks. 3 blocks for Achua as well. He had 12 and 10. 30 from Weaver. He played well. He played really well. He tried his best. Bridges, 20 points. Ellis, 18 points. Logan, 14 points. Ellis must have scored all his points when I simmed as well. Yeah. Sorry about that sound in the background. Not sure what that is, but... yeah, I mean, they shot almost 60% from beyond the arc. There's no chance that we could have won that game. 58% from the field for the Bulls. I guess I made a mistake with those game plan changes. They had 20 more paint points, 23 more fast break points, 10 more second chance points, 3 more bench points, 8 more assists, 9 more blocks. It's over. Our year is over. I guess I'll sim the rest of the playoffs now. We are not a part of. And the Bulls have won it. We lost to the NBA champions. They beat the Cavs in 6 games. They swept the Lakers in the finals. And the Bulls have won it. And we could have been the ones to stop them before this all took place. But we just did not. We just did not. Achua wins Finals MVP. 13 points per game, 9 boards per game, 2.5 blocks per game, 1.7 steals per game. Shot around 53, 54%. And it's over. The Bulls win it. Seems like they won that 3-team trade after all. Neither us nor the Supersonics even reached the conference finals. And the Bulls are back on top. Their first one since Michael Jordan. And we could have prevented all of this from happening. That will do it here, folks, for episode 46. Our year has come to an end. We below a 3-1 series lead. And the Bulls win everything. These next couple of episodes, I'm going to have to record probably back-to-back. Probably going to be 3 or 4 in a row where I don't really have the ability to use the comments as any kind of advice or whatever things you guys want to see. So it'll just be me making decisions, which I don't know how confident I am with that, because it seems like it's like more like a 60-40 split where 60% of my choices don't work out and the other 40 do. But because the holidays are coming up and I'm not going to be able to record for like 10 days in a row, I will have to record a couple of videos in a row. Same thing for the Madden series. But the Scouts in their season in a 7-game series. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and until next time, take care. The off season is up next.